It's Cozy Vibes today. I am doing my nails and I just wanted to hang out and talk. I filmed a whole video yesterday, and I was editing it today. It was going to be a Friday the 13th video, and I used a new camera. I was using my vlog camera I got for Christmas, and all of the footage, for some reason, has no sound and is in slow-mo. So that was really disappointing to find out this morning. So I'm sorry that you have no spooky Halloween fun time video. It's just like, there's no way that I can like get that back. I think it's gone forever because I don't know how to add sound to something that way. So, but no worries, I have a lot more ideas for videos I want to do. A lot of it is going to be doing stuff alone and how it's okay to be by yourself and it can actually be really nice. And that you're not alone in the battle of feeling alone. And I'm not an alone person. Like, I'm with people a lot. I see my boyfriend all the time. But I don't have a job right now, so I have a lot of time to just to be by myself, and I live by myself as of right now. So there's a lot of time alone, and I think it can be really great. And all my friends are sick or busy this weekend, and my boyfriend is really busy with an exam he's studying for. So I don't have anyone to hang out with, so I thought I would use this time to make some videos and to hang out with somebody virtually. We can do our own little thing and do something productive. Like, this is kind of a new hobby. I've got some new gel nails like these, and I've got this, like the little UV light. I have ChatGPT open telling me what to do my nails, and I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna have you guys there with me. Fufu is in the back enjoying himself. So yeah, let's get started. So I didn't make a hobby video, and part of the reason for that was because I'm just gonna buff my nails. Was because the hobby that I'm doing is the diorama, and I'm doing it with my boyfriend, and I just don't think it would be the same if we videotaped it and post for YouTube. So yes, I'm also using a floor file to buff my nails because I don't have a buffer and I'm too lazy to go outside and I don't have money. So I thought this would be fun. I'm gonna do it very lightly though, so no worries. I'm not like ripping apart my nail. So I never made a hobby video, an update hobby video. And I haven't done a lot of other hobbies. Like, me and my boyfriend have decided to do the diorama once a week, every week. And I can show you guys the progress, maybe. Maybe when it's done, I'll do a little, like, video with it. It won't be done for a while, though. It takes a while. We got it from Amazon. I got it from Amazon. And it's just so meticulous. And there's so many steps. But it's really fun. I like doing it. But other than that, I've been reading, so I can't really talk about that unless I talk about, like, I guess I could do a book review once I'm done reading it. I'm reading it, which is so fun. I've really been enjoying it. I'm not very far in for how long I've been reading it, but I mostly just read it before bed, and then I get too tired and my eyes start to close, so I go to bed. Which is, like, seems crazy because how could you read a scary ass book before bed? But it actually calms me down. Like, I get really bad anxiety at nighttime, usually. I'm usually better during the day, but when it's night, it stresses me out. So reading really helps with that, calms me down. Which is, like, great, because, like, hobbies are great. I also just got this, was punch needling set, and I'm gonna make some coasters. So maybe I could do a video about that and just chat. Sometimes I feel like I have nothing to say, so these videos are hard, or I feel like nobody will care, or I'm like just a really boring person. I don't know, a lot of self-doubt, but I'm trying to work on that. I'm going to therapy to help with my confidence, because that's like my main issue. I want to do all these things, but I don't feel that confident about myself, so it's hard to do. Okay, I'm gonna add nail dehydrator to my nails, just to get them prepped for the acrylic. I just think I'm boring and nobody cares and I have nothing to say. Like, every time I have a conversation with someone or hang out with someone, I'm always like, it's gonna be awkward, it's gonna be awful, I'm gonna do a bad job, they're gonna think I'm boring or dull. Which actually happened once. Like, this is before I met my now boyfriend, but I was on Hinge and I was doing my best. And at the same time, I found this new podcast I liked, called, and I was listening to it. I liked the guys, they were funny, they were chill. And then I see one of the guys from the podcast on Hinge. And so I try my best. I don't actually make that. I think I said something looks delicious, like he had made pasta or something. And so I left a message, and he messaged me back, and I was so excited. I was freaking out. I was basically fangirling because I had just like seen this guy, and he seemed really cool, and he got a lot of views on YouTube. And so I just thought, wow, this could be it. Like, this could be my guy. This could be really fun. Which was ridiculous. People with podcasts probably shouldn't be on Hinge. Which is a hot take, but whatever. And so I messaged him and I'm like, I'm literally, what's the word? It's the Irish dance, jigging right now. I'm so excited that you matched with me. Keep in mind, he's 5'4" and I'm 5'11". Maybe he's 5'6", but I say he's 5'4". Let's call him 5'4", 5'3", 5'2". He's 5'2", I'm 5'11". So, it's just a big height difference, and I don't know if he's gonna like it. I don't know if I'm gonna like it. I usually go for guys that are taller than me or women that are taller than me. Actually, for women, I don't care. For men, I usually short men are afraid of me, so I don't usually go for short men. And I'm so excited. We start texting. It's fun. I'm freaking out. I'm telling my mom all about it. And one night he says, let's FaceTime tomorrow and plan our first date. And I said, okay. I was so nervous because I was feeling so insecure about just myself as a person. Because I had just come out of psychosis and I wasn't as lively as I usually was. I wasn't as happy as I used to be. I was just going through a lot mentally and had gone through so much trauma. So I really wasn't feeling like myself, but I was really trying to find someone to support me and to be there with me because, you know, even at your worst, you do deserve love. And even if you're not the best you could be, like, you could still be dating people or going on dates. And so I was kind of had that in the back of my mind. And then we FaceTime. And it's kind of awkward. He's asking weird questions. He's like, one of his first questions was, what race do you think I am? Which I guess is a test of some sort. But I just thought it was weird because I'm like, why does that matter? Like, I thought it was weird. Like, you're not gonna ask me about myself or any sort of inquisitive question. You're just gonna like make it all about you. But I kind of moved past it. I wasn't thinking too hard about it. And and we continued the conversation. He seems kind of bummed out, but I think it overall went well. Like, I don't know, I didn't know what to expect, and I didn't know how he was feeling. And so I go on a friend date later that day, which is now my best friend. I met her on Bumble BFF. You can actually meet people on Bumble BFF, like, it happens. And I'm talking to her about him and how excited I am about finding this guy that I literally manifested because I watched this podcast. And then I get a text that says something along the lines of, "Hey, I don't think I can go on our date this weekend. I'm sorry." And I text back and I'm like, "Oh, what happened? Like, is there something you want to tell me? Like, is there..." I don't know exactly what I said, but I basically along the lines of, "Okay, but why?" And my message didn't go green or didn't go blue. It went green. So he blocked me. And my friend's like, "Did he block you?" And I was like, "Did he?" And I sent one more text and it just wasn't sending. So he blocked me right afterwards. And that really sucked. And I was super bummed. Like, I'm at this friend dinner at a bar and I'm like trying to have fun, but I just get really disappointed and it's hard to get off my mind because I was really excited for this and it felt like a big deal to me. And then I'm like, I wonder if he's gonna talk about me on his podcast. Like, what if he says something, like, good or bad? Like, what if he thinks I'm too hot and that's why he can't go on a date with me? That was not the reason, but yeah. And so I am like stalking his podcast for a couple weeks after this text message that I received, after this whole interaction with him. And he describes our exact situation and our exact conversation and everything that happened, and then calls me dull. And that's why he couldn't go on a date with me, and he felt really bad about it. And that crushed me, like, because that was my biggest fear, and that's why I thought I wasn't dating anyone. That's why I thought, like, that I wasn't getting along with anybody. Like, there was something wrong with me, you know? And so hearing that really was a hit to the ego and just a hit to the overall mental health in general. Like, that really sucked. I really wish he didn't share that on his podcast. But there's nothing I can do about it. And it did make me a bit stronger. And it taught me a lesson, like, that not everyone's gonna like you, because my now boyfriend that I went on a date with, the first date, his first impression of me was that I was shy, but he thinks I'm one of the funniest person he's ever met. He thinks I'm one of the funniest people he's ever met. So it, like, to go from like seeming dull to one of the funniest people ever is a big jump. So it really just depends on who the person is, and it doesn't matter what people may say if it's negative, because somebody could totally disagree and would have, like, it's not even relevant to anybody else except for that person. So yeah, that was rough though. Like, I talked a lot about it with my social worker, just kind of trying to feel better about myself and move on. It still kind of hurts sometimes, but I'm definitely in a better place now than I used to be. So that's good. Life has been really good recently. I feel like the last time I made a video on YouTube with my hobbies, I was really struggling with, like, basic sort of tasks, like waking up on time, going to class. Well, I'm still going to class, although I missed some classes. I missed like 3. But mostly just like sleeping in and feeling tired all the time. And sorry, I'm just picking out my nails because there's a bunch of different sizes, and so you have to fit it to your nail. Just sleeping in a lot and not getting a lot done during the day, and just feeling really depressed, like not having a lot to do and trying to look for things to do, but feeling discouraged and feeling not very confident. And it was just a lower time in my life. And ever since I moved to this new apartment that I'm now in, I live by myself right now, I've been so much better. Like, I wake up at around 8 a.m. every day, which just feels so good because I call my mom in the morning and we have a quick little chat, and I have my coffee and I say hi to my cats. And I was gonna do a day in my life or a week in my life video just to show you guys what I get up to. I want to start going outside right when I wake up as well, like, because there's some steps that are not too far away from the door of my apartment. So I want to show you guys what I get up to, because I used to have more of a routine, but it didn't really like work too well for me. Like, it was hard to stay motivated to do it every day. But I want to try to like recreate something. I have a routine now, but it's mostly just me watching TV until I feel like ready to get up. Or like recently, because I've been doing research for YouTube videos on TikTok, I've been using TikTok too much and like scrolling, which is always a bad idea for me. I just don't feel very productive. I don't feel very comfortable. I feel anxious, like all sorts of things. So, but I've been watching a lot of Pretty Little Liars because there's this girl in my class who told me that that's her comfort show, and it used to be my comfort show. So it just reminded me of how much I love the show, and it's literally brought me so much joy to watch something that I used to watch like all the time with my mom, because I loved that show when I was younger, and I was watching it like when it was first coming out, and it was so fun. And I'm just reliving the good memories, and it's been really nice. Okay, I picked the nail sizes. Okay, now I just need to apply the glue and then cure it underneath the lamp. This is so exciting. Okay, I've got the hang of this now, I think. Hopefully it lasts longer than 2 hours. That's all I'm hoping for. Longer than 2 hours. I've been watching Pretty Little Liars while I do it. It's been fun. They're fairly short, so I don't think it'll get in the way of anything, which is always my problem with acrylic nails when I get them done in a salon. And they look really nice. I like the shape of them. They look sexy. I decided to sort of switch the direction of my schooling. Before psychosis, I was studying anthropology and creative writing, and I was doing poetry, and I was doing sociology and psychology. I was mostly focused on psychology, though. I wanted to be a psychiatrist or a psychologist. But the more I did psychology classes, the more I hated the sort of scientific way of doing things. And I just didn't think that having a scientific way of, addressing trauma is really the best thing to do. And it just wasn't working for me, and I didn't like studying for it, and I didn't do very well. So there's a bunch of reasons why I stopped doing it. And then I started thinking about social work, because I know a social worker, and she was kind of telling me how fun it was for her when she was studying, and how there's like a practicum, and the classes are interesting, and stuff like that. And that's all great. And so I thought I was going to go into that. And I went back to school this semester. Not doing social work, but doing creative writing because I wanted to get into something that I knew would be a little bit easier for me and I could get a good grade in. It has not been easier. Like, well, the poetry class is easy, but the graphic forms class is not easy at all. I'm actually gonna leave her a really bad review because I didn't like the way she does things. So that's what I'm in school in now, for now. But I've decided to go to a college and just completely skip the university route. And because I want a smaller class and I want more understanding about handing in assignments late and just more discussion as opposed to just being told things. And I know like classes will get smaller in the university the more you go into it, but I want to start off with not that many. And I don't want to do that much schooling. I decided, like, I don't like school anymore. I used to. I used to be really good at studying, but I'm kind of tired of doing that. I just want to start working and I want to start making some money. So I decided to talk to ChatGPT about just what's the minimum amount of education I need to accomplish my dream, which is to have a farm with horses and chickens and goats and pigs, all sorts of dogs, cats, and host people who have had psychosis there and just have activities for them and have doctors and psychiatrists and therapists and social workers and everyone to help them. But mostly just to connect with nature and to connect with animals in your healing process. Because I think that would have been so great for me if I had that. So that's my dream. And so the minimum amount of education you need for that is a certificate in something. So I'm getting a certificate in mental health and addictions. And I'm really looking forward to it. I'm taking a class this summer that's kind of like a prerequisite to the class. And I'm really excited. I can let you guys know how it goes. I'll definitely talk about it. But I think the chances of getting your job are pretty high with this certificate, and because mental health workers are definitely in need right now, especially in the psychosis sort of zone. So yeah, I'm excited. I think it's gonna be really fun, and it's gonna be something that I actually care about and will actually affect my future. So yeah, I think it'll be nice. I'm excited, and I'll let you guys know how it goes. What were the other hobbies I wanted to do? I think writing poetry. I have been writing poetry just for my class. Hobbies. There's crocheting. There's chess. What else was there? I should really look back at that video and see. If I did this, like, I never thought I'd be able to do my own nails. I don't know why. I just didn't have the confidence, which is what I'm working through in therapy. Where I chose my favorite color, wine red. Okay, it's official. I completed my first set of nails. Isn't it beautiful? They're not perfect if you look up close. There's a bunch of marks all around it, but I think they look pretty good. I'm really happy with it. Well, I'll let you guys know how long it lasts, because I really don't know how. It could be 2 weeks, it could be 2 days, it could be 5 hours, like, it could be anything. But thanks for hanging out with me. It was fun to see you guys. I'm like acting like you're here in person. It was fun to talk to you guys and share some stories. I hope I cured a little bit of your boredom. Have a good day. I'll see you guys next week. I'll have a new video. So every Saturday.